How to get rid of female mustache. Facial hair is normal in both men and women, but some people prefer not to have dark hairs visible. Can I shave the mustache, or is it only recommended for men to use razors? Is it better to wax? We will talk more about some techniques for removing female mustache and if there's a way to eliminate it forever. How to get rid of female mustache. The most important thing you need to know is that there is no method that eliminates hair forever. Unfortunately, not even laser removes hair forever. You need to repeat the session. There are several techniques to remove facial hair. Some may be irritating for some skin types and others not. Razor blade. A good idea for those who usually get irritated skin when in contact with chemical products or hot products is to shave the hair with a razor blade. That's right. It's also a great option for those who use retinol to remove skin wrinkles. Many women are afraid to shave their mustache with a blade because they believe the hair will become worse and in greater quantity, but this is a myth. The razor blade doesn't thicken or make more hair grow. The hairs that appear were always on your face. The only bad thing about shaving with a blade is that it doesn't last as long as waxing. Depending on how much you dislike the hair, it may be necessary to shave every 4 days. Laser hair removal. Laser hair removal is one of the most famous currently. In it, the hairs are removed using a laser on the hair follicles, which prevents their growth. But it's more indicated for people with light skin, because the laser has to be directed at the dark hair, otherwise it can't remove it. It should also be tested, as it can cause burns. It requires several sessions and can last from 6 months to a year before having to do it again, or just maintenance removing few hairs that appear. It's one of the most effective removal methods. Electrolysis hair removal. Another technique similar to laser is electrolysis, when hair is removed by electricity, recommended for white hair and facial hair, highly recommended for those with blonde or white hair. It's considered a permanent hair removal method, but like laser, maintenance sessions may be necessary when new hairs appear. In this technique, a very fine needle is introduced into the hair follicle, which reaches the bulb, where the hair is born. This needle applies an electric discharge that cauterizes the hair root, removing it completely. You need to remove hair by hair. It can cause redness, but usually nothing serious. Waxing to remove female mustache. One of the most famous methods to do at home, which can be done with cold wax or hot wax. Just clean the skin and then apply the wax. If it's hot wax, wait for it to become warm. Apply with a stick, spreading a thin layer on top of the mustache. Press firmly a fabric strip on top of the wax. Then pull the edge of the cloth, making a quick movement all at once, opposite direction to hair growth so as not to hurt the skin. The wax will be removed and along with it the hair. Use baby oil to remove remaining wax. Wash your face with mild soap so as not to aggress the skin. A natural tip is to make a wax with 1 cup of sugar with a 1/4 cup of honey and juice from half a lemon. Melt in the microwave, put 30 seconds and then repeat as many times as necessary until you see that all sugar has melted. Stir well and test. Be careful not to burn your skin. Apply as explained for hot wax. Don't get sun on your face for 24 hours after waxing. Hair removal cream. Another alternative for those who can't wax because it hurts the skin too much is to use hair removal cream. But test first, as it can cause serious burns, even those bought at pharmacies. This cream just needs to be applied to the skin, wait a few minutes and then remove with a damp cloth. The hair comes out with the cream. This hair removal can last up to 2 weeks. They're also not as effective. If you have very thick hair, some may remain even after using the cream. Tweezers to get rid of mustache. Tweezers are an option for those people who don't tolerate creams and wax, because by pulling the hairs you'll be removing them directly by the root. This way, they'll take longer to grow than when shaved with a razor blade, which only shaves superficially. Just hold the skin with one hand and with the other pull the hair with tweezers, making quick movements. This method can last from 3 to 8 weeks. The only annoying thing is that this is a time-consuming method and you must be careful not to pull the skin, as it can leave red bumps. Lightening creams to disguise female mustache. A tip for those who have very sensitive skin and can't do any of the previous methods is to use lightening creams, like hydrogen peroxide, to lighten the hairs. The possibility of causing skin irritation is much lower. There is no eternal method, there's no way to remove the mustache forever, but depending on the method you use, you may go months without needing to do hair removal again.